Hello and welcome to The Box on Screen, our dip into the vast film and television archive held at the Box in Plymouth. Today I've come to Home Park, home of the mighty Plymouth Argyle Football Club. In our collection we have nearly 2,000 titles that feature the story of the club through the decades, and the earliest footage I found is this very rare scene from the mid-1940s. Now we don't know too much about the game itself, but just look at the size of the crowd. Every clip in our library is an enduring record of Plymouth's beloved football club. For me though, there is one particular piece of footage that stands out above the rest. It's from March 1973 and the mighty Santos from Brazil and their star player Pelé were in town. 37,000 fans crammed into the ground that night, and they'd come for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the greatest player in football history play right here in Plymouth and get to witness their team beat Santos 3-2.
What do you know about Pelé, the footballer?
Well, I know he plays for Brazil and he's played in 4 World Cups, scored over 1,000 goals.
Do you come to Argyle a lot?
Yes, every time, well nearly every time.
Who you come to see tonight in particular?
Well, Brazil I suppose, I mean Pelé I suppose.
Well, he is almost Brazil, isn't he?
Yeah, just
Such a
about.
world-famous footballer.
Now we're in for a real treat today. We're joined by 3 Argyle legends who've come back to the club for an extraordinary trip down memory lane to see the footage that we hold in the Box collections. We're joined by Steve, Derek and Johnny. And Johnny, I know you played against Pelé that day and swapped shirts with him. Can you tell us a little bit about what that experience was like?
Yeah, it was quite an experience. Fantastic crowd. I mean, it was absolutely rammed. The atmosphere was brilliant. We were all, as players, were excited to play against Pelé and 4 or 5 Brazilian internationals, and to have actually played against him, tried to stay close to him but not tackle him. I didn't want to tackle him. And at the end of the match, when the final whistle went, he made a gesture to me and I went over and he gave me a shirt. So it's been in at home for 50 years, so it's quite an occasion.
And what a treat to see it today.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
There we are, it's the shirt, first time it's been out, and it's the right place to show it at Argyle.
Absolutely. And Derek, you scored in the match.
Yes, thankfully.
Diving header?
Diving header, yes. I only get the low ones, like, you know, I can't, not all that big, so I don't get the high ones. But yes, Colin Sullivan come up the left wing and crossed the ball in on the edge of the box, and it was there, and that was the only way I could get to it. So dived in and headed it, and it went in the far post, thankfully. Yeah, great day, great night. Play on the pitch with, you know, all these people and Pelé. Unbelievable.
Great memories, great memories.
Yeah.
And Steve, we're in a quite quiet home park today. I think the atmosphere might have been slightly different back in 1973.
Well, it certainly was, and we obviously know about the money side of it. They wouldn't come out until we paid them extra money. But as players, we used to have this glass window in the dressing room where you could stand up on the bench and you could look out and see the crowd. And it was the atmosphere was phenomenal, and it was a great experience for all of us. And I think it's something we'll never forget and pass on to our children and grandchildren.
Yeah. I don't know about you, I'm getting a little bit chilly out in the stadium today. It's quite cold today. So should we head back inside and go and watch the amazing film from 50 years ago?
Love to.
Let's go.
Here he is.
The main man.
There's the man.
Yeah.
Mike.
Blimey.
Mike Dowler, Jim Furnell,
Yeah, he's doing his warm-up.
Fernie, yeah.
Right, here we
Yeah,
are.
you're up. Yeah, definitely me, that.
There's me.
Yeah. Dolo doing his
Dolo,
warm-up.
Yeah. Iggy, Zacco.
Yeah, you do.
God, blimey.
Proven.
Yeah, Big Dave. Nice conditions.
Nice pitch.
That's what you want, isn't it? For
Yeah.
Unique because Plymouth Argyle, home to one of the most famous clubs in the
good
world,
touch.
Santos. And of course, in their side,
That's
one
what
of the
who's
world's
that?
most
I
famous
seen Chin.
Pelé.
Yeah.
Beautiful footwork inside, and Jim Furnell.
He was brilliant. That
Oh,
absolutely.
Jim Furnell. One of the best keepers I've ever had,
Were you
actually.
doing that for?
Yeah, what am I doing there?
That's you had a rush of blood then.
Tremendous save.
That must
That
have
was
been a goal,
that was Mike Dowland's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was some goal. Just in their half, wasn't it? We could never work it out what was his best foot, could we?
No, here it is.
Oh, missed yours as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Deke. What a killer.
Be interesting if they get
Complaining to the lines when the referee, but it should have been offside.
Yeah. Oh dear, what a header that was. Flying header, fantastic.
High ball into the area. Claudio calls for it, and it's a goal.
Hinchy. Well done, Hinchy.
Alan Welsh,
Jim the Prince
goalkeeper
Hinch.
already lost it, and it was Jimmy Hinch slipping it in, putting Argyle 3-0.
That teach the goalkeepers for dropping it.
First half in the 32nd minute.
Well, they said it was just under 38,000, but
Certainly Santos.
what a
Well,
feeling
they were
there's a few
they
more.
were on the track all the way
Yeah.
around the pitch as well.
We're not even halfway through this first half as Pele gets there first.
Because that's when you could pass back to the goalkeeper. Can't do it now. Actually, strangely enough, Jim used to go out to the garden centre and buy a pair of gloves with a little bit of rubbers on the thing, because they didn't have a specialist goalkeeper's gloves then.
I thought it was heavier than this actually. Looking at the conditions, it looks very dry, doesn't it?
Iggy, well done.
There was a delay in the kick-off, and we were all ready to go out. We thought, what's going on? The chairman burst through, and he wasn't very happy because they demanded more money before they take the pitch. And I think it was about a 20-minute delay,
They didn't
wasn't
expect the
it?
crowd to be there.
No,
did
no.
they?
I think they looked at the crowd and thought, hang on a
they thought,
minute,
we're not going out until
we'll
we get
try it
some
on.
money. Yeah.
And it was about half an hour, wasn't it,
Yeah.
before we went out?
Robert had to go and get some money, yeah.
Yeah.
Sent him out there to pick up a couple of grand, didn't he, to pay him off,
I think it was 2,500, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
something like that, yeah.
And
make him come on the pitch.
I mean, this might have been the last time that Santos played in this country
Yeah.
because they were banned. So there's the sub going off, I think.
It got a bit feisty.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
It did. Yeah,
yeah.
they weren't too happy.
They
with it.
won't know.
He was a class. He was a class above anything that I'd played against. Even then, and he was coming towards the end of his career. So
Unlucky.
yeah, fantastic player, fantastic man.
Oh, good turn.
Oh,
Penalty.
Will we see the penalty?
And it's awarded, so we're going to see, I think, Pele take a penalty identical to the one against.
Iggy, wasn't it?
Trying to think, the referee was it Charlie Nichols?
Charlie Nichols, yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie Nichols.
There was only one going to take the penalty, wasn't there?
Was that Iggy putting him down? Whoops, see you later.
Wrong way, Jim.
One against four.
You still in touch with him?
Yeah.
Oh, that was first shot, Steve, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
first one gone wide.
This is it. No, I'm trying to take a ball home.
Oh,
He won't let me look. Charlie
picked it up.
Charlie comes up. He said to me, "That's mine. That's my ball.
I think he auctioned it recently. They auctioned it recently.
You're not taking that home," he said. "I'm having that."
Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining us today for the Box on Screen, and thank you as well for joining us for the Box on Screen. Don't forget, there is plenty more to be seen on our YouTube channel and across our social media and the BFI player, and we'll see you again soon.